Good morning. How are you? This is Marianne Grant, Life in Harmony podcast. Today is the first day of your life. It's important. What are you going to do with it? Remember, I talked about cleaning up any of that residue that you left behind yesterday, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually. If you're down and out and angry and depressed, you're the only one that made the mess. You're the only one that can clean it up. Yesterday is gone and we are not promised tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go over that wonderful list of all the things that control us throughout the day. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is anger, emotions, bad attitude, enabling, people pleasing, not able to say no, drugs, alcohol, pills, relationships, sex, lust, love, anger, rage, porn, controlling everybody around you but yourself, distractions everywhere, then you have nothing but excuses. Gambling, work, working out, food addiction, binge TV, phone, podcasts, news, caffeine, surgeries, pain, never having enough, being in a relationship with a man or a woman, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually abusing one another. Or you may want to add to the list. Okay, today I want to talk about how people respond to your energy and demeanor even more than your words. Energy is powerful. Have you ever walked into a room and you just felt the energy, how negative, um, how people were just sitting around and just saying nasty things, and you walked into that? How it made you feel? It's horrible. I talked about how your words mean nothing and your actions say everything. I It happened to me the other day. I walked into the room and there's a couple people that are just so they premeditate everything they do and they're just so negative. And it doesn't matter what you do. That's just who they are, and it's really hard to be around them. And it's really not good for the soul um, to be around that energy. And I tell you, I find that walking into that can really knock you out. So today, um, be aware of your energy and what you're putting out there. And that's the beauty of doing an internal check and see what's going on and change your attitude about whatever it is before you walk in the door, because people can really feel that energy and it ruins the whole atmosphere. So if you're going into work today, if you had a huge fight, um, if you need to clean something up with your boss, if you need to clean something up with your kids, if you need to clean something up with your husband, if you need to clean something up with your children, um, with your partners or somebody that you love or one of your best friends, that energy that Michael Singer talks about, the power of energy, is just so profound. And if you are not right, you got to do an inner check and you need to clean up whatever mess it is that you made inside and that you have an attitude about. And that's what I talk a lot about, attitude. And before you even move on any further, do whatever it is that you need to do to clean that up and make yourself right. It was funny. The other day, I was so tripped up with energy. I literally, I couldn't function until I came to peace with what I was going to do and resolve an issue of what happened. And I told you, I had to make a major decision uh, with a place that I loved for a long time. And, there comes a time where we have to know when to bow out and say, I've had enough. And some of you may need to make that decision today. I've had enough. I can no longer do that. I can no longer be around that kind of energy. I can no longer um, uh, uh, just afford that kind of energy to be around. It ruins my day. And remember, balance Not too much of anything, our kids, our partner, our play, our work. When we stay balanced, it's life in harmony. When we abuse ourselves, everyone we love is infected by it. You teach yourself and everyone around you the level of love and respect that you give yourself. That is the level of love and respect you will get in return. Remember, the goal for all of us truly is life in harmony. Our thinking can make or break us. That is why we have to check our thinking and attitude all day long. It has to be as natural as going to the bathroom, or else your head gets backed up. This, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Remember, if you have an attitude, be attitude being in the highest possible state of happiness, good humor, and contentment with the way things are. Remember, we need those breakdowns to have those breakthroughs. People say, I want to help be a part of taking care of the world. Here's the good news: if you truly take care of yourself all day and be a living example, that is taking care of the world. We all have gifts, we all have worth, we all have work to do. That is the true meaning of taking care of the world. Doing your part, no exceptions. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Hey, you manipulators, smooth talker, narcissisms, your words mean nothing and your actions say everything. I'm going to read Beautiful Day by Michael Singer. Spirituality begins when you decide you will never stop trying. Spirituality is the commitment to go beyond no matter what it takes. It's an infinite journey based upon going beyond yourself every minute, every day for the rest of your life. If you're truly going beyond, you're always at your limits. You're never back in the comfort zone. A spiritual being feels as though they're always against the edge and they're constantly being pushed through it. One should view their spiritual work as learning to live life without stress, problems, fear, or melodrama. This path of using life to evolve, spirituality is truly the highest path. Trust the process. Confront the difficult while it's still easy. Accomplish the great tasks by a series of small acts. Discipline is freedom. The undisciplined mind is like an elephant if left to blunder around out of control. It will wreak havoc. The spiritual journey is one of constant transformation. To grow, you must give up the struggle to remain the same and learn to embrace change. You must go through the darkest night in order to get to the infinite light. What we call darkness is really the blockage of light. Eventually, you will realize that you cannot actually hurt yourself if you go beyond your psychological limits. If you're willing to just stand at the edge and keep walking, you will go beyond. You used to pull back when it got uncomfortable. Now you relax and go past that point and go beyond where you were a minute ago by handling what's happening now. It's okay to get uncomfortable. Imagine the peace that you could experience if you weren't constantly creating and defending your false self. Michael Singer. Okay? I'm going to read from The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. He really helped me with my emotions. And today's message is: spirituality is the commitment to go beyond, no matter what it takes. It's an infinite journey based upon going beyond yourself every minute of every day for the rest of your life. When you become truly spiritual, you are totally different from everybody else. That which everybody else wants, you don't want. That which everybody else resists, you totally accept. You want your model to break, and you honor the experience when something happens that can cause disturbance within you. Why should anything that anyone says or does cause you to get disturbed? You are just on a planet spinning around in the middle of absolutely nowhere. You came here to visit for a handful of years and then you're going to leave. How can you live all stressed out over everything? Don't do it. If anything can cause disturbances inside of you, it means to hit your model. It means to hit the false part of you that you built in order to control your own definition of reality. But if that model is reality, why didn't experimental reality fit? There's nothing you can make up inside your mind that can ever be considered reality. Imagine for a day that when your model gets hit, you can smile, even laugh out loud as it gets hit, rather than tightening up inside, playing with responding in a new way. When it gets hit, tell yourself, I love it when this happens. Write about how it feels to release the tension and laugh through the discomfort of your defenses being activated. This is beautiful. You know, it was funny yesterday. I'll start out with driving, and this guy was in the middle of the road, and he had no right being parked in the middle of the road, and I just said, move over. And all of his workers were looking at me. I smiled at all of them and waved. They all started cracking up, and the owner just gave me a look, and I just smiled and waved. It did not infect me at all. I didn't call him an asshole, dickhead. I didn't respond to that. Like what Michael Singer's saying is so true. Things that used to really trigger me or piss me off or driving, I really have been putting everything on cruise lately. Everything is on cruise. I'm in no hurry. I've been doing the dance. Again, that's part of what Michael Singer is talking about, changing the model of who you are. No longer, I don't have to be in that hurry and that rush and go, go, go and run everybody over for them to get out of my way. And the other thing, too, what I'm really experiencing so much of is making stands with my husband, really just not feeding into any of the bullshit and just smiling at him. I'm sorry, that's how you feel, but this is what's going down. And not even budging, like really knowing that I'm doing whatever it is that I'm doing for the higher good for me and for him, whether he likes it or not. And I did it just recently when I dropped him off when I had a party in my house. I dropped him off at home and said, "You're not coming to the party. You're not going to be happy there." And there's a lot of beauty in being able to make those stands and not care what you think. This is exactly what Michael Singer is talking about. Having the freedom to be you, having the freedom to stand up and speak and say, no, I'm no longer putting up with that. No, I don't like that. No, I'm done people pleasing. No, I have other things to do. No, you figure it out. No, it's your job. There's a lot of power in the word no, and no longer participating in things that don't feel right for you, that you're not comfortable doing, that you no longer want to do, is a beautiful place to be. And remember, work on one thing at a time. Eventually, it will be a way of life. Don't do too much of anything. Balance is most important. I am clean and clear of all diseases and negative thoughts. What's controlling you? I accept today where I am powerless. I have control where I have choices. I will reach out for help and use my tools today. I accept today and understand the only person I can change or regulate is myself. I will take time to hug and kiss the loved ones around me. I will show my partner today how much he or she is appreciated, needed, and loved. I will speak up for myself today. Be true to ourselves. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Everything we do is a practice and a discipline to master what we want. I will take charge of my life today and realize I'm in charge of all my decisions. I will know when it's time to bow out and let go and trust the process. I will set realistic goals for myself. I will get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. I will set healthy boundaries around myself today. I will not allow anybody to speak to me with disrespect. I will make a conscious effort to eat healthy meals. I will take my vitamins, food supplements. I will drink 6 to 8 glasses of water today. I will be good to myself today. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. I will talk with someone I trust and respect and be honest with them. Accountability is key. We cannot do it alone. I will trust and reach out to my higher power today. I will accept and say thank you for everything that happens to me today, good or bad. I will not do anything to cause harm to myself or others today. I'm willing to change today. I will exercise today. I will pray for the well-being of myself and others today. I will write a list of all the things I want in a partner. If I become it, I will attract it. Discipline is freedom. Do 2 things a day that you don't want to do to have a successful day. My 2 things are always getting up early, doing my podcast, working out, and keeping my food clean. The rest will follow. We can all heal together one day at a time, and it's a decision from our head to our heart. You can reach me at createyourspirit@gmail.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my workshops and books. If you want to learn about my services, Life in Harmony, online.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my services. Remember, I'm doing the podcast Monday through Friday. Hit that colorful round button that says subscribe. Share it with everybody you love and respect. Start with podcast number 1, number 2, number 3. There's order into receiving this information. In 30 days, you're going to say, wow. In 1 year, you will not recognize yourself. The more people we help win, the more we win. And remember, I want you to have a pleasant day today. And thank you for listening.